Godfred, our dear Man United, it's still unclear what kind of United will show up this season.
But why are you starting from Man United?
Okay, let's go. That's their slogan.
We'll talk about the big two.
Which big two?
Man City and Liverpool. It looks like these days they are the ones who will compete to win the title. All others are trying to make top.
Oh, Man City is big, eh?
That's what they
They won the league, right?
They won the league. They won the last two.
Organized and
You should
successful.
have seen their parade.
The parade had
Successful
150
I mean, you
people.
win EPL and your parade is like some outdooring that is some corner grass. Charlie, pity.
That I don't think they have. No, they've not cultured the fan base.
Yeah,
It
but
will take a while.
they know how to fill the stands. They just don't know how to come
But
out
even
for their
that,
crowd to
even that.
Well, I think that the whole culture of celebration is actually spontaneous. Nobody is going to go around calling people.
Exactly.
So it only means that the people are not there.
The fan base is just not strong.
They
But
just
also
have
the-
money sitting in some country and throwing money at the game.
Yeah.
And this is what we've had for results. But that's why we are Arsenal. Even
Yeah.
when we score one person, the whole
The whole
London
London.
red.
London is red,
Yes.
not blue or white, but it's red.
London will never be blue.
No, I'm just asking.
But London is red. Always red. Always red.
Oh,
Blue
man.
London? Is that blue in London?
But I'm looking at the big two, as you described them, and look at the business they've done. So Liverpool have brought in Darwin Nunez to make up for losing Sadio Mane. They brought in Fabio Carvalho and Calvin Ramsey, who's a defender, to augment their squad. They looked like they were trying a few things during pre-season, and we saw the results of the things they were trying in the Community Shield. We will expect more of the same. Darwin Nunez is expected to make up for Sadio Mane's goals, but I'm wondering where Luis Diaz brings a lot of dynamism, but whether he will be able to fill up the chances, the assists and goals combo that was Sadio Mane in an effective manner. Only time will tell. There's a departure that I feel is being underestimated. Divock Origi didn't play too much, but he's Mr. Moments when it comes to Liverpool. He's won some of the most difficult games Liverpool have played, have been won by Divock Origi's 10 minutes on the pitch. Whether and those things end up being title defining, you know, title you know you're going to win the title when you know you are locked up in some tight 0-0 with Brentford. 89th minute, you're looking for goal, nobody is scoring, and Divock Origi just pops up with some
They did it to Arsenal a few times.
some deflection, and then it separates you from the rest.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at that loss.
So you feel that what Liverpool haven't adequately found somebody they can call off the bench.
I'm looking at it.
Well, I think a lot.
I
of
think it's a
Liverpool
concern for me.
A lot of Liverpool has changed. I think the biggest piece of transfer news for Liverpool will be if Roberto Firmino eventually stays at the club. That would almost feel like signing a defining bench player, because now he's gone from trusted first team guy to reliable, role player. So I want to see if they're able to keep hold of him. But I also think that a lot of Liverpool's season will be dependent on the health of Thiago Alcantara. Look, he's also not had. He's been in the Premier League 2 seasons now. He's not had the sort of calming effect that we've seen throughout an entire season. He did it.
I think he's there for a season and a half.
Yeah,
I think.
he did it.
2 seasons.
He did it. No, a season and a half.
A season and a half.
He did it in the second half of last season, but we didn't feel its full effect because he was in and out of the team. And look, I've seen Liverpool when Thiago has the reins of the team and he's like orchestrating, and I've seen them when he's out and they try to put a makeshift midfielder in there to do what he does. It's just not quite the same. So I'm looking forward to perhaps a more consistent partnership of Fabinho, Thiago, and a variation of between Henderson and Naby Keita throughout the season. It should be a good mix. I'm expecting a lot from Fabio Carvalho as well. Very, it's a good thing that he doesn't have a lot of hype and a lot of the spotlight around him, it allows him to perform under the radar. He's a very good player, very technically gifted. They are calling him the junior Coutinho and all of that.
I think his minutes will be limited.
Yeah.
I personally think
so.
so.
He definitely will play a lot more cup games.
I personally think his limits will be
Unless
limited.
there are some injuries to the main guys in the mix, but he's a good bench player too.
The levels Liverpool operate at these days,
Yeah.
Fabio Carvalho's minutes will
And you know, Jurgen
not
Klopp,
look
Jurgen
nice.
Klopp, minus injuries, he does not like to alter his starting 11. If he doesn't have injuries, he can play the whole starting, like one starting 11 all season. And that's
Everybody is dead. He's bringing James Milner into that midfield, not Fabio Carvalho. Everybody is dead.
Exactly.
He's bringing James Milner.
Okay, let's look at Liverpool's direct rivals,
City.
Man City.
So I'm looking at City, and they've also gone the old-fashioned number 9, bringing in Erling Haaland to bang in the goals. He was the subject of all the trolls after that miss. But as Gabriel Marcotti wrote the following day, look, Erling Haaland has scored too many goals in his career at this age for any right thinking person to believe that he will flop. It would take something seismic for Erling Haaland to flop.
You see, that's
He
the
will
thing
score goals.
Well, he won't score goals, but you see, what we need to do is ask ourselves, how many goals will we deem enough for Erling Haaland in his first season? That's always the question.
I think
I think it's a fair point in Ketia has raised in the sense that we've seen if you can score. Well, let's put it this way: would we have the same expectation of Lewandowski if he had come to the EPL?
yeah.
Because his powers as a goal scorer is everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? Maybe because of Haaland's age, but I think that if you look at Haaland's build, he looks like somebody who was engineered to come and play in the EPL. He's quick, he's big, he knows how to finish, he has good instincts, he has good approach play. He's not just your one-trick pony. He has things.
He's been knocked by Sergio Aguero recently. I think you take those comments very seriously. He talked about how Erling Haaland really was in his head in Germany. Germany where
he's the big boy.
Aguero really was trying to say that in Germany there isn't much defending going on, and then he was giving a rude awakening by Virgil van Dijk and says, "This is the Premier League." Like in the words of coach, the defender will let you feel the sensation. That's what happened. That's what happened to him in the first game. And if you look at his stats, his highest stats for goals scored in the season is 27. So that's where I will start to measure you from. Can you replicate?
No. If he scores 27 in the Bundesliga, I think if he can score 15, if he can score 15 in the EPL in his first season, I think he is good to go. If he does better, hey, hallelujah. But I will peg him at 15, 16 goals, because the thing is this: if we are judging him by that, Alexander Mitrovic scored 40 in the championship. How many that is he going to score in the EPL?
I should have a piece out about players with the most improved this season. He's number 1 on my list.
He's scoring 40 plus in the
He's not at
championship.
44.
No, because he's broken the English goal scoring record, like across board, from League 1, League 2. He's broken the record, but he's proven to be Mr. Too Good for the championship, not good enough for the Premier League. So
we'll
he needs to bring that balance this season.
Okay, so Man City.
I like Spurs though.
I don't know. I still think that Man City look and feel a little lightweight for me, but that's a story for another. Let's talk about Spurs. People are saying that Spurs could just be the team that disrupts everything.
Yeah. Just even before I go up, just a quick thought on Manchester. I wouldn't even say lightweight for them. I feel like they have a lot of figuring out to do this season. They're trying to blend in a lot of new guys, and they've let a lot of the old guard go. And so this season, it's going to be a lot more about sort of resetting the mentality again. Sometimes when you win too much, it can be a problem for you. You can lose motivation. But they brought new guys in. I'm looking at Jack Grealish. Nathan, look, I'm on the Jack Grealish agenda this season. This guy is English. This guy is playing rubbish football, and English journalists are cutting him all the slack. If it was any other player from any other country, we will be seeing think pieces on him every single weekend that he either doesn't provide an assist or a goal. So for me, the fact that Manchester City have sold Sterling and look like they want to give Jack a bigger role, I have my eyes on him this season. The guy
You can't cost 100 million and cost.
Exactly. You can't be on autopilot the whole season and say that because I play in a good team and we win all the time, it's okay for me to put out mediocre performances. But on the Spurs note, I don't know if I don't know if they've done the best business or Arsenal have done the best business, but I think it's a close call between the two teams. Look, Antonio Conte clearly didn't come to play, and you can tell that Daniel Levy has had, I don't know if he's been threatened or something, but he's done very Daniel Levy type things this summer. Like, you don't hear of Tottenham like wrapping up transfer deals as quickly as they do. Maybe Paratici's presence helps with that, but typically Daniel Levy would shy away from players that cost too much money. But it's not appeared to be the case
when you
for
want
him
to buy
this
this player, he'll be giving you problems.
You know, typically under Nuno and Poch, Spurs ended up with a lot of their second, third choice players when they were playing. A lot of the times they would go scout players and then Chelsea or Liverpool would swoop in and pick those players up. This time around, it's not happening. You can tell that he basically scouted the players he wanted and he knew exactly who was coming in to improve his squad coming into the next season. So they probably made approaches before the season even ended. And look, I love that midfield of Højbjerg and Bissouma. I'm looking forward to it.
That midfield.
That's what scares you. There's Betancourt in that midfield.
Exactly.
That midfield.
It's very tasty. They can do a lot of things with it. Like the variations with it, really nice. I want to see how Richarlison meshes in with Kane and Son as well. I don't know if it will be Richarlison on the bench sometimes, Kane on Son on the. I really want to see how they work that out. Even Kulusevski had a really good half season. Mm-hmm. Do you now make him a rotational piece?
I think Richarlison starts. You see, because what we've seen Conte do is continue the evolution of Harry Kane as this quarterback striker.
Yeah.
Where he's beginning to operate more
drop deep.
Yeah, between basically a hybrid 8-10 kind of player. And so he will end up in the penalty box eventually. But they are making a lot more use. He looks like late Wayne Rooney. You understand? Brilliant passing. He
actually does.
Yeah, he's very inventive on the ball with what he does. He gets into the penalty box. So I'm looking at a situation where they play Richarlison, play Son, play Kulusevski, play Kane, and then have Betancourt, Bissouma in the or Bissouma Højbjerg or Betancourt Bissouma, whichever combo he wants there. And you see, the thing is this: he's brought in Jeff Spence. On the bench, he's brought in Perisic. You know, either on the left or on the right. In the back, he's continuing the build of the defense. Christian Romero coming in was the first part of it, and he brought stability because Davinson Sanchez, in spite of all his talent, is very error prone. He's not very consistent. Now he's brought Clement Langlais, left-footed, to give him balance in the back. And if he starts games,
then he's kind of giving a second chance to Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer as well. He was brilliant. So we saw Romero Dyer become the first choice. You understand? So Spurs with the intensity of Antonio Conte and the intensity of some of the players, bro. Perisic is very intense. Bissouma is very intense. Richarlison is the
he's a Conte.
Like if Conte had to create a player, it would be Richarlison. He doesn't back down.
Speed, aggression.
He doesn't back down from anything. So I like how they look. Then I like how Chelsea also look. Before I go and talk about
you though.
Yeah, I like Chelsea how they look. I like how Chelsea. That's what I'm saying. Chelsea have no excuses.
Interceptions, FC. Charlie.
I don't want to give the Chelsea people any excuses.
Interceptions.
I like how Chelsea looks. You cannot take it away from me. So
Raheem Sterling, Koulibaly, Chukwuemeka, Gabriel Slonina. They say that the Cucurella deal will still happen.
All right, hold on. Let's just